What's up, everybody? Welcome to this episode of the Canusa Olympic Show, your source for Olympic news. And who the hell am I kidding?
It's the only Olympic podcast out there, I'm sure.
Really? Do you think there's other Olympic podcasts out there?
No, I think this is actually the only podcast, in general.
Well, shit.
And it's weird that no one's ever done a podcast before.
Yeah.
But, I'm glad a lot of people are listening. A lot of people are going to listen to us because they have no other choice because there's no other podcasts.
Exactly.
Ever.
But, we should put this stuff in the Apple, the podcast app. You know what I'm saying? Get it on iTunes. Get money. Get cash money.
Yeah, it's weird that there's a podcasting app because there's never ever been a podcast.
I know. That's true. I mean, we're like the first podcast.
Yeah. I mean,
nobody's ever done this
weird.
before.
I don't know how we came up with the word. People came up with the word podcast. They never done a podcast before, but where are we going with this?
Yeah, where are we going with this? Oh goodness.
I don't know. You're driving this train.
Yeah,
I'm just along the ride.
Yeah. I'm driving this failed train all the way to the station. By the way, I'm Robert Tomlinson.
I'm Joey Langdon. I write for the Fanshawe and Tarot and I have a Twitter account that I sometimes put effort into.
Yep, and I'm
at Joe Langdon 77.
Yep, gotta plug the old Twitters, the old Twitter machine. I also write for the Western Herald as Western Michigan University's student newspaper. I'm a sports reporter over there. Check my stuff out.
Look at you, all your Division I cred. You're bragging.
Oh yeah.
I go to a Division II school in Canada.
Division II.
And that's not Division II NCAA. That's Division II Canada.
Oh, that's even worse. Well. Anyway, a lot of great Olympic stuff happened over the past week or so. First week of competition in the books. First things first. Oh, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, when all these crazy things happen in these Olympics, the alpine skiing and delays and the all the things happening with the Koreas. But if you just look at the results, these have been the most predictable Olympics ever.
Really? Why do you say predictable?
Well, there hasn't been too many major upsets. There's been all the Netherlands people won speed skating. The Canadians and the Americans are dominating for the women.
Yeah.
The curling was won by Canada.
Canada did win.
Sorry for spoiling. Because
damn it, Joey! NBC is on their BS again.
The only real shocking thing when it just comes to straight results, spreadsheet shock, is that Norway was shut out of the medals for mixed doubles. But even then, that's not terribly going into it. There were going to be 4 teams, maybe 5, that had a shot at a medal. And it was Canada, Switzerland, Norway, Russia, USA. And guess what?
USA bombed out.
The 3 medal winners were Canada, Switzerland, Russia. Oh yeah, sorry, you're watching the bronze medal game right now. Russia wins. Spoilers.
Oh man. Yeah, I kind of figured. I left it 7th, and it was 6-4 Russia. There were just some strategic plays by Norway that I thought they should have made, and they didn't. And well, here we are.
I mean, China did surprisingly well for it shows how big the talent gap is, because China did really, really well against all the lower seed countries. They upset the US. And then they got upset by Finland. So that sort of canceled it out. Or sorry, the US got upset by Finland, I should say.
Yeah, USA bombed out in mixed doubles spectacularly.
Yeah, they lost to Finland. As soon as they lost to Finland, there was nothing.
Yeah, I mean, they gave up.
That's a lost cause.
They gave up 6 in the 8th, in the 7th or 8th end. Come on, that's Tigers bullpen worthy there.
They blew it against Switzerland. They got stomped by South Korea. But man. China, it was interesting watching their game against Canada, because that was the game I was talking about on episode 0. Just sort of went where I talked about how I love watching curling because you get players are mic'd up at all times.
Yeah.
And that was the game where they made a call, and the announcers were like the Canadian announcers who go to every curling event every weekend. They're broadcasting curling, and they looked at him make the move, and I don't even know what he was trying to do there.
Man.
And they tied Norway and Russia. They lost the tiebreaker.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah.
What is the tiebreaker for curling? For the curling standings, is it like goals scored or something like that, or?
It's head to head, and then after that, it just goes straight another game. They play another game.
Oh wow.
So Norway, like that's the thing. China beat Norway, and then 3 hours later, because they tied in things, they had to play again, and then Norway.
Wow.
So Russia, Norway, and China tied for the. There was 2 spots available, and those 3 teams tied. Russia beat them both, I believe. Yes, they beat them both, so they moved up. And then Norway and China had to play.
All right.
And Norway beat China. Norway moved on, and then they lost to Canada, and then they lost the bronze medal.
Right. So Canada winning mixed doubles curling.
They got mixed doubles curling, the first one.
Yeah, first one ever at the Olympics.
And it was, it's a good. I got to talk to my grandmother earlier today, who's a huge curling fan, watches every time it's on TV, but never see mixed doubles because it's not really. There's no big mixed doubles like there is for men's and women's.
Right.
So she was confused at some of the rules, but was liking it a lot, like because it markets itself as a faster, like more TV friendly version of curling.
Right.
Like the Robert Manfred style of curling.
Oh God! Don't even get me started on him.
But that's sort of what they were going for, and I feel like it worked because they could have had a better like a better slot in the Olympics right at the beginning. Probably the first the first major event. Like, yeah, alpine skiing, yeah, ski jumping, yeah, figure skating. But I mean, like, the first, like, major team culminating was mixed doubles curling. And they really could not have picked a better setup. Most of the games were stomps. Like, there was the only close game, really, close to the very end. It was when USA and Switzerland were neck, and then Switzerland just dominated them in the one end. They shot. There was a perfect end, which you rarely see.
Yeah,
I forget which game it was.
Yeah, I think the USA got victimized by a perfect end as well.
Yeah, super rare. A little bit more common in mixed doubles than regular curling, but still super rare. But yeah.
But yeah, let's get to some of the bigger news. Let's start with the team figure skating. Canada winning gold and on track to win gold in that.
One of my favorite tweets of the Olympics so far, it's about this, is when the Team Canada clinched the team event for ice dancing, but they still had I think it was ice dancing. They still had
figure skating.
Well, it's separate. There's figure skating and then there's ice dancing. It's separate. It's still technically all.
They're under the same umbrella.
They're under the same umbrella, but it's different categories, like different medal sets. There's ice dancing medals, and there's like technical figures.
Right.
Yep.
If you're talking, I can't hear you.
There you are. You're back.
Yeah, what was...
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you. You're just cutting out a little bit.
You cut out straight. I could not hear you for like last minute.
That's
but
weird.
yeah, there's separate ice dancing and technical figure skating medals. It's different judging.
Interesting.
I don't know what it is exactly, but like one focuses more on like ice dancing. Like it's what it sounds like. It focuses more on like the emotion and the form and stuff like that. I could be completely wrong on this, but this is what I gathered. just from reading about it. And then the figure skating events, they also take that into account, but they also more focus how many spins they do on the flips,
Right.
like
I think
technical.
I think the ice dancing you're mentioning is part of the judging for the overall for the individual skates during the team competition.
There's also separate medals for it. That's all I'm saying.
Huh.
Either way,
Either way,
when Canada had clinch gold, and then there was still the pairs event. One of my favorite tweets I saw, I can't remember who it was by. I'm sorry, I'll try and find it and put it in here. But it was so Canada already clinched gold, but they still had Virtue and more. And someone said, I can't believe they went out there, already clinched gold, and just did their normal routine. I know you've practiced and all that, but if I had that opportunity, I'd just go out there and go, okay, we've already clinched. So let's do a reenactment of the Montreal Screwjob. How about that?
Oh my god. The Montreal Screwjob. Oh my goodness.
A very important moment in our nation's history.
Exactly. Another important moment in American history, especially for figure skating.
I like how I said our nation, and then you said, yeah, another important moment in American history.
Yeah. Mirai Nagasu, one of the U.S. figure skaters, she became the first American woman to land a triple axel in Winter Olympic competition. Now that is impressive.
Congratulations.
Yep, and I believe only the third woman ever to land a triple axel in the Olympics.
Yeah, and watching these judging events is so weird to me as an outsider. Like, my sister does like competitive dance and stuff. She did the circuit. She doesn't anymore, but she did like the circuit and stuff. So I got to see a lot of these judge events, and a lot of times, and this is no exception, where I'll watch someone and go, that was, oh my god, that was so cool, and then they go, like, the announcers just go, that was garbage, that was shit, and then they get like last place, and I'm just like, oh. The one that goes, and he goes, and I go, well, I wouldn't be able to do that, but that's not really impressive.
Right.
And then the announcers are crying and they hold up tents, and I'm like, oh
my goodness.
I don't get it.
Yeah. One of the things I am liking about the team figure skating event this year, and I don't know if this is going to be for like the individual men's and women's events too, but they're on the broadcasts. There's like a little thing on the score bug that they have. It's like all these boxes, and they light up green, yellow, and red for each element in the routine. Green light means that it was that the judges thought it was positively executed. The red means it was negatively executed. Yellow means that the judges are going to be reviewing it at the end of the routine. I love that. I love that addition. I don't know if it's a new addition to it, but it's so like, good to like know what's going on, like if
it's like having the pitch count in baseball or having the shots on goal in hockey. When you all of a sudden never think about it, you never think about having it on the scorebook, and then all of a sudden when it's not there, you get upset.
Yeah, I think that might become one of those things for me. I don't know about like shot clock or something like that, or pitch count, but
it's just like you never, like, before it's ever been there, you never like think about it, and then when someone does it, you're like, that's such a great idea, and then if someone doesn't do it after that, you're like, why
yeah,
why am I even watching this?
Yeah, it's very helpful to know what's going on during the competition. Like if they screw up a move, bam, red light or yellow light, depending on how sticky the judges want to be. But if they really nail it, green light. That makes it more. It makes it simpler to watch. I like
it.
I like it.
Yeah, and it's like the imbeciles sitting, including us, that I just go like, green means good. Green means good. Yeah, green. Woo.
Yeah, green. Hell yeah. There was a moment during the team competition a few days ago. I forget. I think it was one of the pairs skates. Me and my mom were watching, and we were just absolutely like, this is a thing that we will die on a hill for. mad about a scoring decision. And I hate to bash your country, Joey, but the Canadians did not have a better pairs skate than the Italians did.
I mean, I can just tell you right now, I disagree, but I also don't know enough about figure skating to back up my point. So
I mean, the Italians hit all their jumps, all their lines. They hit
but
those perfectly.
did they have enough pizzazz?
I believe
You're
so.
undermining
Yes,
you're undermining the pizzazz factor, and the Canadians had far more pizzazz than the other team.
there was pizzazz with the Italian team. I mean, did you see the outfits they had? Those were awesome.
That's not pizzazz. Pizzazz is charisma.
Oh, jeez.
I hate to be that guy who segues from figure skating to this because it's kind of true, but it's not. It's not where I'm going for here. But I just came across a tweet that's pretty interesting. In 3 days, 3 openly LGBTQ Olympians won 3 medals,
Yeah,
which is,
that's
great.
awesome.
And I mentioned this on the podcast, the episode 0 that may or may not be released. Not a lot of people are talking about the demonstration sport, but the only demonstration sport they've had officially is StarCraft, and a transgender woman won it.
Yeah, so that's practically like 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very neat, and there's a mini controversy here in the States.
Of course there is.
Yeah, Adam Rippon, openly gay figure skater, nailed his routine in the team skate. He's been having a little spat with Vice President Mike Pence over his homophobic views.
Mike the Fence Pence.
Yeah. And
Mike, abduct the gays and make them pray, Pence.
Oh God, yeah. But yeah, Rippon has been kind of bashing him on Twitter, and he even declined to speak with Pence about the issue, which is kind of weird, but I get where he's coming from. But yeah, that's been kind of a bit of a controversy here in the States.
I get his point, because you're not going to change gay conversion therapy Pence's mind.
Yeah, you're not going to change his mind, unfortunately, but them's the breaks.
It's almost a waste of time, and it would just be bad for mental health to go. Like, I have this problem with some people around my hometown. I don't live there right now because I'm going to school, but my hometown's pretty conservative, and I have to have conversations like these all the fucking time. Where man. Like, you start a conversation, not as bad as this, but like, you start a conversation and you, like, 3 sentences in, it's going nowhere. Like, you're not gonna change this guy's mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've had a couple of those conversations before. They are not fun at all.
Something I did notice that caught my attention, and again, we will talk about sports eventually.
Yeah, we will.
But something I did notice that caught my attention is, dude, how good are these Olympics for North Korea? Like, seriously, the fact that they're just there.
That noise I made was more of a fart noise. Like, they're not doing so good in the medal count.
No, not the medal count, for sure. They've only sent like 10 athletes. They haven't sent full squad.
Right.
How good are these Olympics for North Korea? That's why I said we're not talking about sports right now, really. Media's just fawning over Kim Jong-un and his family right now.
Well, not Kim Jong-un. It's his sister.
Well, that's why I said and his family. They are also talking about Kim Jong-un, but his sister, yes, as well.
Why?
It's weird. It's so fucking weird.
It is. Like, she has been the talk of the Olympics, and it just doesn't make any sense.
I really hate to break out this card, but like, it does make me feel very icky, because I have seen footage of the 36 Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
It was 36.
Yeah.
And I've seen like the footage of like the French women going up to Hitler, going, "Oh yeah, he's so charismatic." It's weird, man. It's so fucking weird.
Yeah, I ran across a tweet about this from the parody account DPRK News Service. It's like North Korean news, but it's parody of it. Bizarre development of Kim Yo Jong into international sex symbol, likely due to depraved, oversexed, incompetent Western media, sources say. Honestly, I kind of get where they're coming from with that.
There was I'm not sure how popular this was, but I saw a couple people do it where it's comparing New York Times journalists with New York Times like op-ed.
Oh, yeah.
And I did one that I'm gonna plug right now because I thought it was funny. New York Times journalist, our informant has revealed multiple layers of corruption within the three branches of government, including a Russian conspiracy to infiltrate.
Right.
And the New York Times op. What's up, everybody? I think dogs should be able to.
Oh God, I saw that exact tweet. That one was hilarious.
Because like you see, like New York Times, there's half the stuff is like
the
the
opinion
best
section,
journalism you could ask for
in the world. Section's like not good.
And the other half is you know what? I'm gonna move to North Korea.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on to sports.
Yes, this is a sports podcast.
Yeah, this is a sports podcast, Joey. Let's keep going here. Let's go to another USA accomplishment.
Of course we are.
Exactly, because I'm the American in this relationship. Anyway, Team USA sweeping the sweeping the slopestyle competition, men's and women's.
Of course you did. Aspen's in the U.S.
Exactly. And also, just a couple of days ago, as of this recording, they won the women's halfpipe competition. They won gold and bronze in the competition.
Snowboarding commentators are my favorite, just because I'm not sure how it's been on NBC, but on CBC they got the McMorrises, and it is the best because it's just like a reality show guy who also happens to be a snowboarding savant. So it's literally he gives all like really insightful points and ends it with like he'll watch a trick, he'll watch a run. Dude, that run was sick, and here's why. And he'll like go into like the technical details of why.
Man,
it's like, oh, this is the best.
Yeah,
like,
and it's
funny for snowboarding. Like any other sport, you would go, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about because he's so unprofessional. For snowboarding, it's like this dude knows what he's talking about more than anyone else.
Now that makes me wonder if here in the U.S. whenever Shaun White retires, whether he's going to go into broadcasting for the Olympics.
He's got the personality for it.
I think he does have the personality for it. I would love to see it. But anyway, during let's talk a little more about the women's halfpipe here, because we got to give a shout out to one Chloe Kim. She has been the star of this Olympics so far, in my opinion. Basically, she opened up her Twitter app midway through her Olympic debut on Monday and tweeted about wanting ice cream.
I saw someone, of course, an old crotchety sports writer going, what are you doing being on Twitter when you're at the Olympics? And I'm just thinking, what else are you going to do, especially how that event's laid out?
Exactly. You got to wait like forever.
If you're in the top four, is it top four or top three? I forget what they do. But you have to sit in a couch at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's especially if you go early and you have a pretty good time, especially since they postpone a lot of them, you're going to be there a fucking while.
Yeah, exactly. But she also tweeted during last night's finals as well, or a couple nights ago's finals as well. And it was a hilarious tweet. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick.
I mean,
Yeah.
literally,
Yeah, literally.
why not?
Yeah, exactly. Quote.
Why shouldn't you be allowed to?
Yeah, quote. Wish I finished my breakfast sandwich, but my stubborn self decided not to, and now I'm getting hangry.
Saw that tweet. I didn't recognize the name at first though, so I got confused for a while.
Exactly. And one of the replies, I love this. How are you typing? Aren't your fingers cold? Exactly. Yep. And she also went on the Today Show this morning, and she got her breakfast sandwiches on
Oh,
set.
that's nice. That's
on
nice.
set during the interview. I just love it. She has been a blast to watch during this Olympics, especially with the tweeting shenanigans and whatnot. And she answered like the exact
I really don't know why. I just broke a glass. I just broke my glass. Did you hear that?
I heard something. I was wondering what it was.
I leaned over to grab my cup and it shattered.
Oh my god.
And I got no shoes on.
Womp,
I got no socks.
womp, womp.
I really hope the mic picked that up because that's gonna be compelling radio.
It did.
Nice.
It did. That's going on the end of this episode.
So much broken glass.
How much are we talking?
That's the thing. I literally just like bumped it and it just shattered. There's
did it fall off the table?
No.
What?
It
didn't even fall off the table?
I just pushed it over a little bit.
You just pushed it over? And then it's like, bye!
And like, it's not even like it broke. It's not even like it broke into a couple big pieces. It broke into like 2 big pieces, and then it's just fibers. Like it literally disintegrated.
Oh my god, Joey, you gotta stop being so damn clumsy.
I'm upset.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's one for the old blooper reel. But anyway,
yeah,
like I was saying, she
go for it.
I know you mentioned about like, I mean, what else is she supposed to do during competition? Someone asked her about her tweeting during the competition, and in a press conference, and she pretty much answered the same thing that you did, pretty much. Like, what else am I supposed to do?
Yeah, like legit.
I mean, that's her zone. That's her zone.
You had to wait for someone. Would you not just like and just start looking at it? Like that's what I do when I'm like just walking.
Exactly. But yeah, Chloe Kim winning the women's halfpipe event, and Shaun White almost pulling off a perfect score in qualification for the men's halfpipe.
I'll never understand why the snowboarders aren't always the biggest stars, because they're always just the chillest. Every other sport there's robots. Every other sport, because they've trained all their life and they're hyper focused. Snowboarding, you train all your life at a fucking resort. Like you're not gonna not be chill.
Exactly, and I think I recognize more snowboarders than I do anybody else, really.
I mean, that's just because you don't watch the Spengler Cup. There's no hockey players.
Well, then again, there's that. I mean, normally I'd recognize the hockey players, but not this year. Not this year.
Yeah. And do you know what? I'm actually kind of happy because there's a lot of it's good for me because it's a lot of guys that I knew that no one else would ever care about, you know?
Right.
Like, because like it's always Team Canada is always like the best NHLers. But like this year, it's all the minor league and European guys that I know, like Justin Peters, Marc-Andre Grignani, Che Genoway. Like I knew these guys playing junior, Derek Roy, Rob Klinkhammer. I knew these guys when they were in the NHL, and a lot of these guys I knew from like the Spengler Cup, like Chris Lee, Chris Kelly.
Yeah.
Gilbert Brule, one of the all-time greatest busts in NHL history, is playing in the Olympics this year, and Sidney Crosby isn't. That makes me happy.
Uh-huh.
Because he's legit the all-time greatest bust in NHL history, except for maybe Brandon Kozin. Like a lot of Team Canada's like the fourth line all-stars, like Wojtek Wolski, Ben Scrivens. Like it's all these guys that people sort of knew, but didn't pan out. Rene Bourque was the fucking scoring leader for the Avalanche a couple years ago. In fact, I think it was only last year.
So anyway,
there's guys people should know.
Exactly. So, sticking with hockey right now, there's a moment in Team USA's women's hockey group play game against Russia, or I'm sorry, the Olympic athletes from Russia.
Are you going to do this every time?
Yes, I'm going to do this every time. It's their official name.
Yeah, but you
this Olympics.
Correct yourself every time. You fake correct yourself every time.
Okay,
it's super obvious.
Honestly, I had to correct myself on that one, like for real. Anyway, Jocelyn Lamoureux scored 2 goals in 6 seconds. An Olympic record for fastest time between 2 goals, man or woman.
The Canadian and American women's teams have only gotten better over the years. And it was already a hill to climb for every other country. Now it's like they're improving, but not at the rate that their adversaries are. And like Canada, USA, all these games are tune-ups. Like they've already both automatically going to the semifinals. There's no way.
Exactly.
There is no way they do not meet each other in the finals. I'll say that right now. Canada and USA are playing tomorrow night. The winner will in semifinal. The loser will be in the other. Who are they going to play? It won't be Japan or Korea because they're both already. It's going to be Switzerland, Sweden, Finland, or Russia. And guess who they both already beat?
Finland and Russia.
And guess who's favored in those quarterfinal matchups? Finland and Russia. Quarterfinal.
Oh.
USA and Canada already made the semis.
Yeah,
the quarterfinal is going to be.
Of course.
So whoever, there's games left. The winner, Switzerland and Sweden have yet to play each other. Finland and Russia got to play each other. The winner plays against the loser in each game.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's no separation. There are distinct tiers in women's hockey, and you never escape those tiers. That pun intended there, by the way, for the lower tiers. Canada, USA. Then you get 60 tiers down.
Yeah.
Then you get Finland, Russia, Sweden. Maybe Switzerland if we're being... Yeah, Finland, Russia, Sweden, Switzerland.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's tier 2.
Yeah, that's...
Japan, Korea, Germany, Slovakia.
Man.
There's nothing.
That's a big-ass drop-off right there.
And it's and
it's glaring.
So glaring, and it's almost bizarre because if you look at the odds,
I honestly think
look at the betting odds going in the Olympics.
I honestly think it has...
If you bet on anyone other than Canada and USA, and you just put $5 down, they win, you make so much money. They're not going to.
Right. Yeah, I mean, honestly, in my opinion, I think it has something to do with how they treat women's sports versus men's sports. If you think about it.
And I don't think that's something that's going to change because Canada and USA are so far ahead. Any change that's made to improve it is going to be worldwide. Canada and USA will improve as well. Mm-hmm. It's such an insurmountable leap that maybe in a tournament, a random tournament, a Finland or a Sweden can beat Canada or USA once. There is no way, even in 25 years, we're talking about Canada, USA, and then a Sweden and a Finland and a Russia on the same level as Canada and USA, unless the country really focuses on women's hockey a China.
Yep,
that's
100%.
The only way.
100%.
And that's why, a couple of years ago, they were talking we should get rid of like the IOC was thinking about getting rid of women's hockey in the Olympics because there's no parity. Problem with that is I could make that exact same rant I just said, I talked about, with men's basketball, and they don't even have
Men's
a Canada.
basketball, yeah.
It's just the US. It's just women's basketball as well. It's just the US.
Oh yeah. I mean,
but they're not going to get rid of that because it makes so much money.
You can put it in ink. You can be like Seth Davis and put it in Sharpie that the U.S. men and the U.S. women will win basketball in the Summer Olympics.
Yeah, it's so.
I don't know what
the solution is. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't think there is a good solution to that problem at all.
Like, legit, the only way I could see this happening, like any sort of change, is a culture shift in one country and one country only.
Mm-hmm.
A sporting body that wants to put a lot of money into women's hockey. Only country I can see doing that is China.
Yeah, but I think
Russia.
But I think
Russia.
Yeah, but I think said attitudes need to change with the country itself first before it can do that in sport.
Well,
and that's a whole other issue.
If China put like gymnastics money into women's hockey, I feel like they could get better. And with the Winter Olympics in Beijing in a couple of years,
oh yeah,
that could be an opportunity. But they have to start like before now, you know?
Yeah.
We just had a men's hockey team from Harbin, China. They did an Ontario tour. They played a team from Woodstock. They lost 4-3. Really good game, by the way. But watching how they play, it's like this is not like this team doesn't have the talent.
Right.
So it's going to be a generational thing.
Yeah,
like they were coached really, really well. To the point that it made up for a lot of their flaws, and they were down by 1 the entire game.
Wow, that's impressive considering.
Yeah.
So let's move.
I was just gonna say that's an academy school against like just a random club team.
Right. So let's move on.
Anyways.
Yeah, so let's move on. What are you looking forward to this upcoming couple days for the Olympics? What are you looking forward to?
Men's hockey starting. That's always fun.
Yep.
Let me bring up the full schedule just so I'm not talking my ass. Luge is always a fun one.
Yeah, luge. Luge has been interesting this year. All because of one turn, and that's turn 9.
And there always seems to be one turn in these courses. Turn of death.
I think I've seen a couple. Well, that's my email. I should have turned that off. Anyway, turn 9 has been claiming a lot of victims lately, and I think a couple of losers went airborne off that turn. And in luge,
yikes!
You're not supposed to go airborne in luge at all.
It's like
no
luge
bueno.
Luge is one of the most terrifying and like just scary sports to watch. Hey motherfuckers, let's do it head first, you little bitch. And let's name it after a dead body. Woo! Skeleton motherfucker.
Yeah. I think one of those type events that I think I could do would probably be bobsled.
Bobsled, as long as you like bobsled's a thing that I feel like a lot of like NFL offensive linemen should be able to do.
Really?
Because if you're a second or third guy, or even a fourth guy, although the fourth guy's a bit less, he's got more to do. But if you're a guy, all you gotta do is push. And if you can push like those football players, then you'll be good. I feel like now
in 4-man, where would you put him in the 4-man?
Second or third.
Okay.
All that guy does is push and then lean.
That's true. So I bring that up only because I saw a tweet by SB Nation a few days ago that pretty much was one of those Twitter games or whatnot, where it's like the first 3 people when you type @ are the rest of your bobsled team. Could you win?
I'm gonna do that right now while you tell me who yours is.
So the three that I got were my former editor-in-chief at my student newspaper, a girl I think I had a couple of classes with, I'm not 100% sure, and a YouTuber that I watch regularly.
I got rock singer from Chicago, Frito Disco, my buddy Larkin Gross, and sports writer John Boyce.
Really? How do you think you'd do?
John Boyce as a snowboard or not snowboarder, as a bobsledder is probably my sexual identity, you know?
You should tweet
Like
that
that's
out.
just okay.
Yeah, look for my tweet with the original tweet on it. It's a little bit down my list, but you should definitely tweet that out after the podcast is done.
This is compelling radio. Why don't you talk while I type?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know you were typing already. Okay. Yeah. So when I tweeted that out, I tagged all three of those people. All three responded. And well, for the record, I pretty much said we'd probably fail, right? You three? Yeah, first one was like, "Ha! Sorry to disappoint." And I kind of felt bad about that one. And I replied, "I mean, we'd probably get our best shot." Another one of my friends said, "100% victory." And the YouTuber I watch actually responded to me. I can't believe that he did it. Stephen George is the YouTuber, by the way.
What's he do?
He does Let's Plays and a daily vlog.
Wow. I could have said any YouTuber, and that could have been describing them.
Exactly. It's pretty good. Check him out. Steven Vlog and Steven Plays.
There you go. I gotta plug in my laptop. Fill in the dead air.
Yeah. So Stephen George replied, "I don't know. I've played a lot of that Mario Party minigame. Maybe we'd have a shot." So yeah, I can't believe I got all three of my quote unquote bobsled teammates to actually reply.
I'm still listening. I'll just be under the desk, trying not to get pricked by broken glass. So bring up the next topic.
Next topic. Let's finish it out with something that I found very interesting. A couple of things actually. One of them is South Korean figure skater Alex Kang-chan-kam.
Hell of a pronunciation there, Robbie.
Yeah, I don't know if I even got that right, but whatever. Basically, Kam caught people's attention during the February 11th broadcast of the figure skating team event when cameras captured him removing a pair of Olympic novelty sunglasses only to reveal, wait for it, a second pair of sunglasses.
He like that's the ultimate like like it's a great gif. It's
Yeah, I'll send it to you over the Discord right now.
I've seen it.
You've seen it.
Yep.
It's so awesome.
And he's just
yeah, I mean it's like there's the sunglasses and then takes them off. Oh my god, more sunglasses. Hell yeah.
It's the ultimate deal with it, gif.
Yeah, and he also engaged in quote unquote ironic dabbing during the opening ceremony as well.
I'm bringing ironic dabbing back.
Hell yeah, ironic dabbing.
Dab.
Yep. And yeah.
I tricked my buddy into dabbing for our trivia team picture because our team name was Never Count Out Touchdown Tom because I said it because I said it during the Super Bowl party, and the guy I was with really hated it when I said that. And I knew he'd be a trivia. I knew he'd be a trivia night, so I named our team that.
Oh man.
And we ended up winning the whole thing. So during our team picture, I turned over to my buddy Josh and said, "All right, when the picture's taken, we're gonna dab." And he went, "What?" I said, "We're gonna dab. We're gonna do it." He went, "Okay, okay."
Oh
It
God.
was 3, 2, 1, and he dabbed and I did.
Oh what? Oh my goodness. So he dabbed, you didn't. Did the rest of the team do it?
No, just him.
Oh my God, you troll. You troll. All right.
You know, you got to do what you got to do.
Yep. And one more thing I found very interesting. Let's talk about Switzerland Swiss skier Fabian Bosch. All right, you probably don't know him. He's not due to compete until about next Sunday in the men's slope style. So, in the meantime, he's having a bit of fun. Basically, there's a video of him on Instagram or whatnot. He's holding onto the rail of an escalator in a South Korean mall. Okay, seems pretty normal, right, so far?
Yeah.
Except he's not on the steps. Instead, he's just hanging off the side with his right arm. I'll send you the link to it. I'll send you the link to it real quick. It is fascinating. I mean, just take a look at it. That is something.
That's some grip strength.
That is something I've aspired to do. Like in my spare time, like just hang off the side of an escalator and hope I don't fall down.
You gotta have real good grip. And
and real good upper body strength just to hold you up. Like
Olympian level of grip.
Exactly. I mean, it is impressive. Wonder what his coaches thought of it.
I mean, if you got the tunes, give them. Oh no! Oh no! I had something I was gonna say, and then I just sort of had a brain fart, and I just sort of made a noise.
Oh no! You know what? Let's move on from that, and we're actually gonna wrap it up right now. This episode of the Can USA Olympic Show. Once again, you can find us on Twitter. I'm at RobTommel_Statman.
I'm at Joe Langdon 77, and I've got to deal with this broken cup.
Yeah, got to deal with that broken cup. Seriously, man, that sucks.
There's like glass fibers all over my desk, and I'm so excited for when they're stuck in my hand.
Oh man, better use some gloves or something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we're going to let Joey get that cleaned up, and we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you again for watching. We'll see you. Well, we'll not really see you, but whatever. Hopefully we'll meet back here in the very near future on the next episode of the
Great extra,
Olympic
Rob.
Show. Have a great day, everybody, and thanks for watching.